And every Friday morning before a Buckeye game, we bring you Buckeye Hall of Fame running back Jeff Logan here for our Buckeye pregame report. And Jeff, I know a lot of people say, a game like last Saturday, an incredible blowout, what can be gained? And let's start by talking about that. And I think it's playing time for the backup players.
I think you're spot on, Woody. And, this is a game where it's really hard to gauge, did we get better this week? And I think with the starters, they had to face their position coaches on Sunday morning and look at the tape, and the tape don't lie. I mean, it's going to tell what their effort was and how they executed in the short period of time that they were in there. But the number of backups that were able to play in the game was, I think, incredibly important, especially for Lincoln Keenholz, the backup quarterback, to get some live reps in there. And then also our true freshman running back, Bo Jackson, looked really, really good in the effort that he gave on Saturday.
And Jeff, somebody who has played like yourself, like I did in high school, a game like that, when you get young kids in there, walk-ons in there, what people don't think about is how much it helps practice the following week and the rest of the season because the backups are engaged.
Yeah, the entire attitude of the football team changes. I love watching the starters over there cheering on the guys that are in the game later in the second half. They get a big kick out of it. They know that those guys deserve it. And the families of those players that have been committed to being scout team or second team, just waiting for that opportunity, really do enjoy the experience.
All right, let's turn our focus now to Ohio University. And the Bobcats have had a great start to their season, going on the road, darn near upsetting Rutgers with a heck of a comeback. And they did upset West Virginia in Athens last weekend.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Ohio has got to be considered one of the real bright stories for the 2025 football season. They're not shy about scheduling. Yes, those were paycheck game when they go to Rutgers, and certainly the Ohio State game is part of that. But credit to them for the way that they have played against Power 4 opponents. And everybody's got to remember 15 years ago when Ohio came to play Ohio State in our stadium, they dominated the game all the way down to the fourth quarter, and Ohio State was very fortunate to win that game. So 15 years is a long time ago, but I can tell you that their coach Smith and their starting quarterback Navarro are really looking forward to this opportunity.
Well, that brings us to prediction time, which is always fun, and I personally think they may be worn down a little bit. I know they've got the talent to make this a much, much closer game than last weekend, but I don't see a close game at all.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern, Woody, for this program. Ohio was playing this brutal schedule the first 3 weeks. What are they going to have left for the MAC season? I think Ohio State will dominate. I think it's going to be a close game early on. I think it's exactly what Ohio State needs. Ohio University is almost tops in the country on third down conversion, allowing on defense. They do a really good job. So I'm going to watch real closely what Ohio State does on their third down conversions. I've got Ohio State winning this game. They're going to put up 34, and the spread on this, I want to say, is in the low 30s.
Yep.
But I give Ohio 17. I got 34-17, closer than most people think.
Well, we're close on the Bobcat score. My prediction is Buckeyes 41, Bobcats 17. But I do see them covering that 31.5 point spread. I just think they're going to run out of gas in the second half, due in part to some of the big games and the travel they've had.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, they're looking forward to a breather, if you will, by getting into the MAC schedule. But glad we're playing a game with another program in the great state of Ohio, and it's going to be fun, not only for the Ohio State Buckeye fans, but the OU fans are excited about this opportunity as well.
You bet. Thanks so much, Jeff, and go Bucks.
Thank you. Go Bucks.